What's up, everybody? Crazy H here with another Transformers review. This time from Studio Series, More Than Meets the Eye. We're looking at Hound. So let's take a quick look at the box and then we'll get into the figure. Here's a Studio Series box. The format we've been seeing for the past 2 years. You got the steps right there, 13 steps to go from robot to alt mode. You got the great drawing of Hound here in both modes, alt mode and robot mode, and you have the you do it like this. You could see more of the drawing. On this side, you got 40 years, deluxe class. This side box, you got a nice close-up of Hound. I love the drawings. They always do a really good job. Product shot in the back. Here he is from Transformers the movie, when the scene when Optimus Prime lands on Autobot City to go ham on the Decepticons. You got Hound and Sarge Ryu makes an appearance, and that's about all he showed in the movie. Here he is in robot mode, alt mode. It says Autobot Hound. Let me see. It says Autobot Hound prepares to take on the Decepticons. Untrue, he didn't do shit. If he did, it was off camera. Here he is on the top. Transformers, Les Films, More Than Meets the Eye collection. Autobot Hound, and then the boring bottom. If you need a barcode, here's your barcode. That's the box. Let's get into the figure. And here we got Hound out of the box. Hasbro did it dirty with this guy. I'm gonna go on a little rant here. And if you know, you know. First we get, I wanted a Hound, right? But what they gave us was this guy first, right? They gave us Detritus. That's how they're saying it. Everyone, there may be some fans of this guy out there who got what they wanted, and I'm happy for you. But a lot of people wanted Hound, and Hasbro knew what they were doing. All right, so they bring this guy out, and then insult to injury, he comes out in a 5-pack. I'm not saying all collectors, but a lot of collectors already had the first 4, and they just wanted the Hound. And of course, they had to buy the 5-pack to get him. I'm glad I waited and I got him in a singles pack. I know they were going to do it eventually, but I didn't know when. But the fact that they did like that was pretty wrong and pretty dirty. All right, rant over. Back to the figure. So here he is in his alt mode. If you do have Detritus, you know what you're getting yourself into. It's the exact same mold, just a repaint. And I'll put them side by side so we can see them. But let's take a look. Let's get really up close and personal with this guy. I'm gonna bring the camera up. All right, here we go. There's his head. Is this supposed to be down? I guess this is supposed to be up. I thought it was supposed to be down. Is it? I'm not forcing it. Anyway, here's his head. Gray face, blue eyes. Got the green bucket helmet. There's his shoulder cannon, very hollowed out. Got details inside it, but still very hollow. Silver missile, but doesn't come out. Days of firing projectiles are probably past us. He got his hologram gun. Here's the front of the Jeep. Pretty much his chest. Got the faction symbol, the Autobot logo right there. You got the winch in front. Star right here. Got some good paint on him in the front. Going down the arms, got the yellow stripe. More yellow striping on the waist. And there's his big feet. Small feet. Big chunky legs. Small feet. Here he is from the back. Of course, you got the hollow bits right there, which is what you're gonna do. And you got this big old hole right there in the waist. Not a bad figure at all. I like it. I'm just happy to have a Hound. Hound was my first Transformer I got as a kid. And I like Jeeps. I drive one, same color, believe it or not. So yeah, I really like Hound. With that being said, let's do some comparisons. Of course, we'll do his mold meat first. Here he is with Detritus. The only big difference is the color. Everything else is the same. Here's Detritus's head. He has Hound. He has a little more paint on his. But, yeah, you can see the same thing. Same exact mold. So if you got this guy, you know what you're getting with Hound. But if you really want a Hound, I should just, pick him up. This was my fill-in for the longest time, which is the Siege version. It's a really good figure. Same transformation, so same mold almost, just a little tweaked, a little different. He comes with a roofie though. But I do like this gun. I wish this gun came with Hound instead of the hologram gun, or it came with both. But I'm pretty sure I could probably give it to him, but I don't know. But mine's also been toy hacked, so he's got a lot more stickers and paint. But the original one, the Siege one, came with a lot of paint, which was really nice. It's a really good mold. I really like it. And here he is with Hot Shot from the Siege line as well. Same mold, just pulled him out to show that off as well. And finally, G1 Hound. So you can see how they look together. This one is very tiny. He's got the T-Rex arms. Don't know how he does things with this build from that back then, but you can see from where he started to where he is now, which is really cool. Again, this isn't my original Hound that I had as a kid, but I bought him when I had adult money, so I could have him again. I do have the cartoon color one that they reissued recently, but I'm old school, so I went with the original Hound. All right, so that was my look at robot mode. I do like the robot mode. I do like the colors. I'm just wondering if they did like a darker green, like this color green, how he would look as well. But yeah, I'm glad I got a Hound to round off my G1 collection as far as upgrading them goes, and I'll show that off in another video. All my the ones that I'm going to be using to display for my G1 Transformers. But yeah, really good figure. As far as profile goes, very clean. The back's got a lot of hollow bits. But profile-wise, it looks good. I like the colors. I like how he looks. I'm overall happy with the figure. Only thing I do wish, I'm being nitpicky, is wish he came with his gun, the G1 rifle. Again, I could give him the Siege version, but I kind of wish, I think it would throw off the look if I did it. So maybe Toy Hacks will come out with that version of his gun, or they already have it. Who knows? I'm gonna take a look and see. But anyway, stay tuned for the transformation. All right, so let's get this guy transformed. First thing we'll do is we're gonna take off his accessories, put those off to the side, straighten everything out so it makes everything easier to line up. All right, let me bring up the camera just a little bit. All right. So what you want to do is you want to open up this side and this side. So you could bring up the chest so it covers up his head. Comes up. Bring this down as well. And then as you're doing that, you should bring this up. This will close in and these should snap in as well. Like that. So you have the top part of the Jeep. Then you want to take the arms and then you want to bring them in. God damn. Okay, a little force. And then you want to turn them. What I like to do is I turn them and then I'll know it's the right way because they bend down and hug the body. But what I also like to do, which is not in the instructions, is I like to take the hands and spin them around so you don't really see it in the profile. So like if you look underneath it, you're gonna see the hand like that. Turn it around to the flat side of the palm of the hand itself. Kind of hides it, kind of. It's not the best, but it's better than what it looks like. The feet. So you want to take this piece here, unclip it, and bring it around, and stretch it out on both sides. And then from this hinge right here, you just want to take it and bring it around. And then you have this port goes into this hole right here. Lines it up like that. And then the foot bends in. So you have that look going on. Same thing on this side. Fold it around. Port meet peg. I said port meet peg. All right, let's do this. Let's join these together like that. Close that up back here. And there we go. And then you pull that back in. Oh, it's popped out. Why did it keep popping out? What is your problem? Okay. Let's see if I got everything. And that's the transformation from robot to alt mode. Now to complete the look, of course, can't be a military Jeep without his weapons. And then that completes the look. So there's Hound transformed into his alt mode. Now let's take a look at this guy's alt mode, which is a Jeep. Now the original Hound, his alt mode is a Mitsubishi J59 Jeep. Can also form a tack Jeep with added accessories. All right, well that's a little. So if you didn't know, now you know what they modeled the original G1 Jeep after. Just thought I'd add that. Anyway, here is his alt mode. A little on the sloppy side as far as this goes with this mode. The front looks really good. We've seen all this in robot mode. Got the powder blue windshield, which a lot of people don't like that color, and then it starts losing it when you get to the side of the car. This part of it was pretty sloppy from here down, but especially the middle part anyway. It's where the feet hang over. There's the interior. You can see there is some detail on the interior. If you look in there, a little bit, nothing like crazy and nothing, but got some detail. Of course, you saw this hollow bit from the back, and then of course the back of its legs become the back. It's not like the G1 where it's opened up. It's kind of flat. Got a little hole right here for some reason, but you can mount the accessories on the back as well for storage. They kind of look okay here, but I kind of wish there was a hole in the middle to just put one of them. But yeah, you have that going on. And then the back looks pretty ugly, pretty opened up and all that. Not that clean. And then here he is from the bottom. You see his hands, and you can see his head. Like I said with the hands, I turned them in so you don't have to see them. So they kind of look okay. They kind of get covered up when you put them down. But that's the Jeep mode. Now let's take a look at some comparisons. Of course, the first one we'll do is the Siege. Siege Hound, which I feel like is more of like, not a Jeep, but more, well, I guess a Jeep, but more on the attack. Gives Hummer vibes more so than a Jeep, that front end. Now he does have again, I did toy hack stuff, and it comes with a roof with the lights as well, which is really nice. But there's a Siege Hound. So his mold meat, same exact thing, just got the Decepticon logo up top, and he's in the brown. He's got the translucent windshield, which I wonder how this would look with that on there. Besides the solid color, I wonder if the translucent would look better. But you can see how they look together. There's a hot shot. Now I did a different configuration with the gun. I kind of like this. I think I might even do it with the Hound, the Siege version going forward. Just put the gun together. Kind of more looks like the G1 gun. That's opposed to having it all broken up. But there's Hot Shot with Hound. Same mold, that's why I brought him out. Last but not least, here he is with G1 Hound. Now, I didn't pull out his accessories. They're packed away, so. But here he is with G1 Hound. You can see the differences. This is more of a true Jeep. I kind of like how they did the Jeep mode on this. Even though the feet never stick together, these damn seats always fold up. But yeah, it's G1 Hound. Alright, so that was Hound in this alt mode, and it is kind of lacking. When you look at the G1 version, they nailed the Jeep version, the Jeep mode better. The front looks good, like I said. The back is where it starts falling apart. But decent enough alt mode. Of course, you got the arms just bent in. Kind of gives me like the trailbreaker hoist vibes. The hands just being underneath the Jeep and not tucked away or folded away, just hanging out there. But yeah, you know, rolls pretty good. The weapon accessories kind of work, kind of makes sense for a Jeep, kind of. I do kind of wish, in hindsight, you could have at least maybe combined them to make one big gun like you did, like the G1 Hound has. Like maybe, let me see. I don't think you can, but yeah. If they had a port back here maybe, and maybe you could make a bigger gun and then you could mount that in the back, that would have been nice. But you do have other options. You have a bunch of ports if you wanted to play with it. Put on the side right here. Put this on the side. You know, you could do whatever you want. You do have options. Don't know how well that looks, but it is what it is. Anyway, that is Hound in his alt mode. Alright, so that was my look at Studio Series More Than Meets the Eye Hound. I'm just glad to finally get him. I wasn't going to pay full price for $110 for a 5-pack when I already have 4 of the 5 figures. Although I did see some cool toy hacks things done with Trailbreaker that made me wish I kind of bought it just for that, but not really. Anyway, as far as this figure goes, good robot mode, very clean. Some hollow bits in the legs and the back, you know, but all in all, robot mode's good. If you have detritus, you know what you're getting yourself into. If you have the Siege version of this guy, you know what you're getting yourself into, because it's a remold of Hound from Siege. Transformation exactly the same. The only difference is he has a window where Hound has roll bars and a back end. Accessories, he comes with his hologram gun and his rocket launcher. I kind of wish, like I said in the alt mode video, that kind of wish the guns plugged together to make that one big cannon that he has from the G1 figure. But that's a little nitpick, nothing too harsh. Alt mode is where the thing lacks. The front of the Jeep looks really good, and then you get to the middle to the back, it all falls apart. The back itself is very hollowed out, no tailgate or nothing to close up. You just see like the hollow opening. Hands fold on the bottom. The little trick I did with the hands to make it kind of hide them, but they're still there. It's not exactly the cleanest transformation, but it is what it is. As far as Robmo goes, that's what I like about it. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, hit notifications if you want to get these, see my videos come up. I've been trying to post more often. I'm feeling a lot better, so I should get more videos out in the future. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Crazy Eats is out.